My name's Anthony Spark. I run a registered training organisation called WYN Training. We run Certificate 3 and 4 courses in fitness for people who want to become personal trainers. So I bought into the business with two other guys. They left the business a couple of years later to pursue other interests, which was great for me because I kind of wanted to be the boss on my own. Business was going quite well, and then this thing called government funding came along, which meant our $4,000 qualification was $400 for eligible students. So that was like an adrenaline injection into the heart of the business. Business went gangbusters for a while there, which is great. But at about the same time, I started thinking, we're spending an awful lot of money on advertising to position ourselves as a preferred provider. We had a lot of competition at the time. And I was concerned about just pouring bucket loads of money into advertising, which I felt was perhaps a little bit of a waste of money. So it was about the same time that KPI came across the radar and got on board, started implementing the 5 Ps into our business. Anyone heard of Stephen Covey? Awesome author. His 6th habit is synergy, which is the whole being greater than the sum of its parts. That's kind of how I see the 5 Ps in the KPI architecture. Individually, they're all really good, but when you combine 2 or more of them together, they become an absolute force to be reckoned with. So writing a book for me, as I said, really tough, but everything that Andrew just said happens to authors. Fair dinkum does happen. The one thing I want to add is that I experienced people who I knew, who I already did business with, or already had a relationship with, they started taking me more seriously. In my book, there's nothing more than the stuff I've been talking about for years, but all of a sudden, because you're a published author, all that stuff's true.
I know.
Isn't that amazing?
Did you think I was lying?
Well, I wasn't sure. Now I am. So I wrote a book. Product-wise, we were a one-trick pony. We had one product, Cert 3 and 4 Fitness, that was it. I didn't want to confuse our potential customers by having too many products, which is kind of insane now. So we've gone and built a whole lot of one-day workshops, half-day workshops, seminars, that sort of thing, to try and increase the sales funnel so we get more people ultimately leading to our $4,000 product. So products for me was an absolute game changer. In terms of our pitch, I thought I pitched really well. I'd been pitching Fitness First for years. We've had a bit of a relationship for a long time. And part of me weathering the storm was trying to get more people involved in my courses. And I thought Fitness First, arguably one of the biggest fitness industry brands in the country, would be a great partnership to try and develop. But it wasn't until I got really clear about my pitch and what benefit my pitch could be for Fitness First until they started listening. And then I started having partnership conversations with them rather than sales conversations with them. And very proud to say we're running our very first Fitness First personal training course starting next month. I used to look at my business as being kind of like a destination. When I've done this, achieved this, built this, then I'll be happy, which means I've never really been very happy. I now look at business as more of a journey, and I'm loving the journey. Thanks.